G'day everyone and welcome to episode 7 of the Ironman project. I am Aday and this is Iron Aday and we're now on episode 7 of this series. And what better way to start off the episode, as long as I don't fail the last couple of jumps here, than by getting an agility level. I can't remember the last time I gave you an update on the agility level, but we have now officially hit 54 agility right there, which allows us to use the Motherlode Mine Dark Tunnel shortcut. I hope that's the one that's right next to the bank chest, because that's actually really handy and I'm very happy about unlocking that. So this episode, I haven't really got a plan sorted out, but very loosely, the first thing we need to do is we need to drop off this pet cat with a new owner at the Death Rune factory and pick up another one. And after that, we should probably also do some questing to continue on the theme from last episode. There's still a lot more quests to do. And another thing that I really want to do is I want to go and use the Rogue's outfit that we got last episode from Rogue's Den to start working on getting the thieving up. I don't know how exactly that's going to help us in the future, because I think you only need 53 thieving for Desert Treasure. However, it's really good AFK, and at the moment I am really into the Last Dance, that Michael Jordan Netflix documentary that's happening at the moment, and so I want to watch the shit out of that. So I need something AFK to do while doing that. So I think we'll go over and we'll do some Knights of Ardy to get the thieving level up. And the one thing that we also need to do from last episode as well, as you can see here, that we've got 76 marks of grace. So we need to go get the Graceful top. As you can see, I'm not wearing anything except for my base character outfit. So we need to go see Grace to get the Graceful top. And then maybe if I hold out here long enough, we might also be able to get another piece, because I think I'm already about halfway there now. So yeah, I guess we kind of do have a loose plan on what we're doing this episode. But who really knows what can happen? You know, anything can change at the drop of a hat. You know, we could end up going somewhere else completely different because I feel like doing it. So you never know what's going to happen. So check out the entire episode and stick around, and we'll see what we get up to. We have spent the last couple of hours here at the Canifis rooftop agility course, and we have gotten up to 112 marks of grace. And with the completion of this lap, we are now 56 agility, which doesn't give us anything good. However, anywhere close to 60, I'm happy with. Once we hit 60, I know that the Camelot course gets opened up, but also I know at that point, oh, another mark of grace over there. I know at that point we need to get some achievement diaries done to up the rates of marks of grace. I think by the time we get to 60, we should have enough marks of grace for the entire Graceful set. This is going to get me, I think I'm about 2.5 pieces off of this. I need to get to 120 to get the third piece, and then I've got 2 left, and they're both like 30 marks per piece. So at that point, the reason why I want to wait till we do the achievement diaries at Camelot is so that we get an increase in marks of grace, and those marks of grace will be used for our stamina potions. They'll go straight into, I think it's amylase crystals. Correct me if I'm wrong. I can't remember what the crystals are actually called. I think the amylase. That's all of our marks of grace will go into that, basically. I'm not going to bother worrying about recoloring stuff until if I get crazy enough to try and go for like 99 agility. I'll worry about recoloring Graceful then, because that's just kind of a nice little happy bonus. But for now, the thing that we'll focus on is getting the Graceful, hitting 60, wait for the achievement diaries to be completed, until we can, and then we'll work on getting the amylase crystals for the stamina potions. And there we go, we've just picked up our 130th mark of grace, which leads us to having another 3 pieces, I think, on top of the pants we already have, so 4 pieces total. I believe in another 70 odd, we will have the entire set. So we're not too far away, but we're getting close. The downside is that we're getting closer to 57 at the same time, which means that there is a possibility that we won't get Graceful before we hit 60. And when we hit 60, we kind of want to stop there until we get the achievement diaries for the Camelot course, the Sears Village course, sorry, as we were talking about before. So I'm hopeful that once we get to 57, we have maybe, how much we got? Another 4k XP. That's maybe like another, what we got? Yeah, 20 laps. If we can get another 5 before 57, I'll be happy. You'll have to excuse my voice because I've just woken up, but with the completion of this lap, we have 57 agility. I almost forgot there for a second what we were doing. 57 agility, we can jump over the eastern relic of fence, which is nice, but probably won't ever do it, like most of the agility shortcuts in the game. And we'll just keep going. I'm on the last episode of The Last Dance, the Michael Jordan documentary, so I don't know what we're going to do once I finish that. And about 3 hours of agility later, we finally pick up our last mark of grace, and we have the 200 that we need to complete the Graceful set. As you can see here, I'll just try and finish this lap while we're doing this. We are about 7k off of 60, so ended up working out pretty darn well. I won't even bother doing the last 7k of this, I'll just leave it in case we get some XP from quests or whatever. But yeah, we should be good to go here. I'm going to hang out and not do any more agility until we get a couple achievement diaries done, so we can get as many marks of grace possible from the Sears Village rooftop agility course. I can't remember which version of the achievement diaries actually get us to the point where we get increased marks of grace, so I'll have to figure that out still. We now have the 200 marks of grace that we need to get the Graceful set, the full Graceful set, because we've already got the legs. And I say we head over there and get that now. Alright, here we are at Grace. We're going to go see her Graceful clothing, and then we're going to be very careful and make sure we don't fuck up and get the wrong things here. But we need to get the top and the hood. I'm just doing it in order of which ones I want first, in case I fucked up the counting, and I'm pretty sure I didn't. And then we'll take the gloves, and then the boots, and then the cape. Yeah, cool. I did it right. Awesome. There we go. For the first time on Ironman Day, we have the full Graceful kit. Looking like a boss. Now what we got to do is get a whole bunch of marks of grace to recolor it eventually. But that's after we get stamina potions. Alright, so before we go off and do some more questing, I am running out of lore runes. So I thought it'd be best if we come over here to the Chaos Druid Tower dungeon thing. These guys drop heaps of really good herbs, but they also drop lore runes pretty consistently too. So hoping to get mostly lore drops, but we'll see how we go. Alright, so we just finished our first trip. We had to cut it short because I completely forgot to bring the food and the ball of wool for the cat. But we managed to get 35 defense, 23 prayer, and 37 hit points on that first run. I completely forgot how good early combat is and how quick levels come. So we've come back. We did manage to get 2 lore runes on the last kill of that trip, which was, what, that makes it double than what we had before. We started with 2, now we have 4. Okay, so after 2.5, maybe 3 trips, we managed to get ourselves another 8, so we got a total of 10 lore runes from those Chaos Druids. So we've got a little bit of a backstock of lore runes again. More importantly, we now have a whole bunch of extra herbs and shit on over here. We just finished up the Tower of Life quest. I'm just going to go through all of this and have the homunculus scare off the people that made him and or her, whatever the fuck it is. Boom, there's Tower of Life quest done. 1000 con, 500 crafting, 500 thieving, and access to creature creation, which is kind of cool. Any levels? Nah, didn't think so. That's alright. Cool, cool. Alright, so that's another quest down. We'll find the next one on the list and go start doing that one. Almost forgot, but before we run away, had to look it up, because I've never done creature creation before. But we need to do this very quickly. And activate it. And summon the Swordchick. We can kill this, so we can start, so we can finish off the Ardy medium diary while we're down here. A black satchel. I don't know what that is. What does the black satchel do? There's nothing in there. Either way, bury the bones. Now we can head off and do the next quest. Okay, here we are in the House of Hesidius, quite literally, about to talk to Lord Hesidius to start the Queen, no, not the Queen of Thieves, the Depths of Despair quest. That's the one we're going to start with, I think. So we'll get on that, and it shouldn't take too long, I think. It's a pretty short quest, but we need the favor certificate.
That's what we're aiming for here. So we'll finish it off, and hopefully we should be able to start the Queen of Thieves next, and then the Ascent of Arceus after that. Just knock out all the Zaya quests while we're here. Well, while we're doing this quest, we're going to quickly kill a sand crab while we're down here, so that we can fulfill the I'm losing the word here. What is the word? The easy task for the Kourend and Kebos diaries. One of them is to kill a sand crab. So we'll do that while we're down here, and we'll continue on. Okay, here we go. He's now dead. Easiest fight of my life. Let's search this chest and be utterly disappointed with the result, most likely. So now we've got everything, and there's the Depths of Despair done. 4k coins, which is useless. 1500 agility XP, which, you know, it's not really that much. The favor certificate is what we're after. Favor certificate? Oh. I was hoping I could use it on any one. I can't. Well, that's fucking annoying. Before we go do any of the other quests, though, I've just came over to the Arceus library and worked myself out a sneaky little 20% Arceus favor there, which will now allow us to do the Ascent of Arceus. I think that's what it's called. So we're going to go do that quest and add that to the quest list for the continent of Zaya while we're here. We might as well just go through and do all of them while we're here. And we might even try and get the rest of the favor up too while we're here. So we decided we're going to do the Ascent of Arceus because we're here, and it's pretty simple. So we're going to talk to Mori here to start the quest. And I honestly can't remember this quest. It's been a very long time since I've done these Zaya quests. Alright, so I guess she wants us, he, she, it, I don't know what the fuck they are, wants us to go speak to someone in the Kourend Council in the middle of the continent. So we'll go do that and we'll be back. So as part of the quest, we had to come to the Tower of Magic, or yeah, it's the Tower of Magic, it's not the Tower of Life. That was the last quest I did. So we had to come in here and we had to kill the tormented souls, and as we were doing so, our cat grew up. So we'll be picking the cat up, and we'll have to head over to West Ardoin eventually to hand it in to another civilian. Alrighty, so we did the quest. We went around and killed the trap soul for the Tassakal, and then we went around and found out that the Dark Altar's being filtered out, and that's why the Arceus people are dying. And now we're back here to speak to Lord Troben to basically say, yep, we solved the issue, and now they got to look into it a bit further to try and figure out what the hell was going on. So once we get through all the dialogue, boom, there it is. Ascent of Arceus done. 1 quest point, 2,000 coins, 1,500 hunter, 500 rune crafting, a favor certificate, and a memoir page, which is all good. So the next quest we're going to go do, I believe, is the Depths of Despair. Sorry, no, the one we're going to do next is the Queen of Thieves. We've already done the Depths of Despair. Now we just need to speak to Thomas, or Tomas, to start the quest, and we can get this underway. So we'll see you guys when this is all done, or if anything interesting happens in between. I thought I'd get this on video, but we're about to murder Conrad King here, and I think I get the option, and it doesn't matter what option you choose. You realize that you can't really kill someone softly, and you just murder him anyway. That's a really clever way of going about it. I like it. I like that a lot. It's pretty cool. Here we are, about to finish up this Queen of Thieves quest. Here we go. 1 quest point, 2k coins, 2,000 thieving XP, favor certificate, and a memoirs page, as per the other ones. Alright, yeah, we need to trade this general store shopkeeper to get the easy tasks for the Kourend and Kebos area. So that's that done, and we're pretty much done everything we need to do in the Warrens ever. Well, in order to complete the Forsaken Tower and the Tale of the Righteousness quests, I need to get my my favor up in these 2 houses before I can start it up to 20%. Unfortunately, these 2 are probably some of the more annoying houses to get favor in, and the one I'm going to do and take care of first, well, half take care of, is Loverkedge. Now, this is because in order to make some dynamite, I need to go put some juniper logs, however you pronounce it, into the furnace on the beaches. So I need to go do that because it takes about 16 hours for the furnaces to be completed. Oakley dokley, the charcoal furnaces are now alight, and old mate Smoggy over here is looking after them. I cut one too many logs because I can't count, and now we can head towards doing some other stuff. I completely forgot what I was going to do next because I've been too busy watching Brody play Kingdom Rush because I'm also addicted to that game. So I'll have to take a look and see what we're going to do next, and go do that. So we've done a little bit of work off of camera. I decided to go through and get as much of the favor done as possible so that we could go and do these quests that we need to do for each house. So I went through and I healed the 200 Shazian soldiers in the hospital to get the 20% for the quest there. And then I went and mined some of the volcanic sulfur up at the mine up in Lovercange house and got 7.5%. But more importantly, we got ourselves enough ingredients to make dynamite that won't get us all the way to 100, but will boost us far enough through the Lovercange favor spectrum that we won't have any issues with it. I've just finished doing the juniper charcoal, whatever it is. So these have just finished in the last 20 minutes or so. So we'll just pick them out. Now we've got them. It's way more than what we need, but might as well do a whole load while we're there. While making these dynamite pots, we got ourselves a genie random. So we're going to chuck this on and hopefully I'm going to get myself a herbal level. Yeah, sneaky level 26, we can now make energy potions, which is a pretty darn good upgrade right there. So back to the making of the dynamite pots, I guess. Alright, there we go. We made a little bit extra because we had the resources, and we actually didn't end up making that much because we already had some from Wintertodd, but we've made enough that we've gotten to 31.6 Lovercange favor, which means we can now go do the quests that we need to do to boost these up a little bit further. So I guess we'll go and do them now. I'm afraid we've run out of time on this episode. We're not going to be able to finish off those last couple of Zaya quests this episode. We'll probably end up doing them next episode. But either way, I feel like we've done a pretty good job at making some progress this video. Not as much as I would have liked, but still a good amount regardless. It's been about a week since I've released a progress video, so I think it's probably best if we put this one out before we wait too much longer. So if you enjoyed the episode, make sure you hit the like button and the subscribe button so you can see any more episodes and they'll pop up in your feed. If you've got any feedback or you got any suggestions on what you'd like to see in the next episode, leave them down in the comments below and hopefully we can get to them next episode. I also stream over on twitch.tv/aday with 4 Ys. The link will be down in the description as well as the link to any of my other social media channels. So if you're interested, go check out the links in the description. So I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one.